Hi, well, you can see by the title of this video, today I'm going to tell you about my sort of start of my journey on the Level 3 award in education and training. It used to be the PETLS course, which is PTLLS. Why am I doing it? First off, well, over Christmas, a bit of time to slow down and stop and think about how 2023 is going to go. And I decided I really wanted to get an official qualification in teaching somehow. And the Level 3 gives me that option to do quite easily during all of the other stuff we have. 2023 is going to be crazy, and you'll see a lot more of that on the channel as we go. But we've got my private consultancy business, my training business, YouTube, a motorsport team, a new training school. Just it's going to be crazy. I recently took a second director's position on a veteran skills academy, so I'm now director for training, industrial training for that. So that's welding and engineering through that for veterans, which is going to be awesome. So why not take the time to really get a full qualification and move to be a proper teacher, really. All of my experience of the last 20 years has really stemmed from being thrown into a classroom when I was 20 and said, right, you're teaching these people now, off you go. A few mistakes made along the way, let's be honest. But I really want to get that sorted and get that pulled together. So the Level 3 award in education and training. I have decided to do it online. It's basically the course is through ELN. There's lots of training providers. This isn't sponsored. They don't know I'm doing this video. But ELN, I signed up online. The portal looks fairly good at the minute. I've done one assessment so far, and it feels quite nice and intuitive. But my course is broken down into like 4 parts, really. So we've got a Unit 1, which is understanding the roles and responsibilities and relationships in education and training. It's what do you have to do as a teacher, what's the cycle, basically your plan, do, check, act cycle, but for teaching. Unit 2 is a theory unit, which is understanding inclusive teaching and learning approaches in education and training. I'm fairly looking forward to that unit. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to try and do all of these in a nice order, but how to make sure everybody's included and we build our courses to include for everybody is definitely something I want to move forward with. The Unit 2 finishes with a micro teach, so I have to do a 15-minute recorded lecture with 3 or more adults. That needs to be recorded and then handed in as an assignment. I get to choose what I want to do, so I'll probably do something, 15 minutes, not very much, maybe heat inputs or something like that. And then Level 3 or Unit 3 is understanding assessment in education and training. So how do we make sure that we're really looking at making sure that you guys are tested and sorted and fed back and all that in a correct way? My idea is we get to pull all of this together in a really cool way, which you will see an active change in the way we present materials, not only in my face-to-face teaching, but also on here. So really structuring what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, teach the lesson online or on YouTube or whatever, and then have some things for you to do to test your knowledge and come back. That'll be awesome. So where are we up to at the minute? Well, this morning I handed in my first assessment part, which was on the roles and responsibilities of teaching. It was quite difficult. Maybe the content wasn't difficult, but getting back into thinking and writing about something that is still fairly a new concept for me. So, if you ask me a question on, James, explain MMA, or how does hydrogen core cracking work, or, all of that type of thing, I can write you pages and pages very quickly. By the time you've done your CSWIP exams, your engineer exams, and so on, it becomes old hat. And teaching it every day keeps it going. But when it's something outside of your wheelhouse, outside of what you're normally writing about, to be honest, I'm quite nervous about handing that. Well, I've handed that first one in. We'll see what my feedback's going to be in the next few days. Hopefully it's good, but it's kind of writing onto a bit of paper, not entirely knowing at what level you should be pitching things at. So I might have gone more in depth than maybe what I needed to. That can't be a bad thing, but we'll go from there. So my plan here is to kind of keep you up to date as we move through this course. I thought it might be cool for you to see somebody else struggle, especially in their teaching. We're all learning new things and moving forward, and hopefully that, I can't show you how I learned welding engineering, but I can show you how I learned teaching, and we can go from there. And it would be really cool if you could drop a like down below. And hopefully the sheer premise of watching me suffer trying to do assessments and examinations will make you click the subscribe button. That would be awesome. We're trying to grow the channel. It's a very small niche market, absolutely. But the bigger community we can build around this would be excellent for me, and I hope for everybody else. And we've got some really, really cool things planned in 2023, and I want to be able to share that with you all. So remember, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.